All right. Hello, everyone. Today, this is a surprise live. Thank you, Marie, for being crazy with me. And
I love crazy.
I know, right? So I saw this post on this one Telegram channel that you and I, follow
Yep.
every so often. And there had been a video from Nancy Drew, who was a 45-minute video that I kind of ignored. I kind of watched for 10 minutes. I'm like, this is taking too long. You know, I don't spend time on videos like this. So
Mm.
I'm just like, no, it's not meant for me. So I kind of ignored it. And then today it's posted on here that it says today at 11 a.m., the Constitutional Convention took place in Washington, D.C.
Mm.
Yesterday, when this was started, the White House flag was flying at half mast. This signified the death of the U.S. government incorporated. Today, the flags were flying high. The corporation is dead. Long live the new Republic of the United States. And then he posts the video that I had completely ignored. Um, so in the video, I don't know if he doesn't really talk about it, all the details, but basically, um, it's a video of like I'm gonna say military, United States military, but dressed up military, not dressed up in combat military. And they were flying different flags. And so come to find out, there were uh, um, 38 flags flying, and I had heard, no, 34. So okay, so let me read this. It must be
Mm.
noted that on March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th this year, the plans for this constitutional convention were meticulously laid in Abilene, Texas at Dyess Air Force Base. Now, finally, yesterday, Monday, May 16, we see the results of their plans. The glove was dropped. 34 states and their honor guard marched in DC to commemorate this great act. 34 states participated in this constitutional convention. 10 blue states declined to participate, and one state, Hawaii, abstained. Hawaii has chosen to be an independent nation state.
Wow.
We now have a lawful restored republic under the original 1776 Constitution.
It's big stuff for people to be putting that out, isn't it? Whew.
Goosebumps. So I was like, oh my God, we have to talk about this.
Yep.
Again, this is somebody that you and I follow, and sometimes we trust the
Mm.
information he puts out there, sometimes we don't. And it was like, I want to know. Because when I saw the video, it looked real, and it
Mm.
looked like it was happening. And it was like, I just want to know. So I was like,
What's your gut feel, Elisa? What are you feeling about it?
I feel that it is.
Mm.
I feel that it is, but I mean, because I want it so bad, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I'm because I want it so bad, I'm making it what is supposed to be.
Yes.
But having that 45-minute video is what kind of like, okay, it's not something someone saying something.
Mm.
We have the video.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. So, yeah, no, it was interesting because I hadn't looked at that until you mentioned it. So I sort of went through and had a look, and then I actually did a spread looking at the general outcome, and then we can go into more detailed questions if you like. Do you want me to go through what I did? Would that be helpful?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
Okay.
the idea, was to throw
Yeah.
the cards and
Have a
see what we
look.
got.
So I sort of asked a question first of all over since the last election. What was that about? So the first three cards. The first one was our Nine of Wands. All right. So this is that poor person that's had a really tough time. And when I tuned in, The Nine of Wands is about holding on to truth. It's psychological torment, basically. Other people attacking, which is what we know happened. So that was the first card, just generalizing what actually happened from that time. But then we got the Ace of Cups. And so I tuned into this one, and this one to me is always a fairly positive card on an emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
It's heart desire coming true, and it's for soul evolution.
Okay.
So, okay, so that is an aspect of why what happened had to happen. Okay. And then we've got our 10 of Pentacles. So this one is and I put this down to Mr. T. So it's the success of a family. I called it a party, a political party. And it's about history and past lives and bringing it into abundance. So I feel that that's been there the whole time, if that makes sense to you. Yeah.
What's been there the whole time?
The true person, that true political party.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to be really careful. So, so I feel that's actually been in play, even though this had happened. That's still been in the back. That's been happening. So it's all there. They've been doing what they needed to do.
Okay.
So then I asked the question is what happened with that scenario that was being filmed, that was all about this. Was it the Constitution being reconstituted and going into that republic? First card up was our Page of Cups, which is a really positive card. And so this is about hearing something's coming through, like you're going to hear about something. It's about commitment to doing good work and new beginnings and growth. So something's being offered and it's new. So that was really, So, and then we got our favorite Four of Swords, which is mystery. We know about that one. But something's been hidden, but it's actually trying to reveal itself and restore faith. And I actually got a strong yes when that one came through. So that's saying that something's definitely gone on. And then we got our Empress card. And this one is that beautiful creator, the very powerful, and it's about co-creating beauty and nurturing. So there's something definitely that's gone down that's really positive with whatever was happening. Okay. So then I said, okay, let's have a look at why they would do it that way. Like, why would they do that, scenario at the White House? And the first card up was our Five of Pentacles. Now, this to me has always been around something that's happened in the past life or something that's happened in another scenario, like history, and it's about change. So what I got from that was there's issues that need resolution. There's change through sacrifice, which is because, if this has had to be kept quiet and they're just recording it because they need it for legality or for, to make sure that they're following the right steps, that would make sense. Doorways are opening, but moving forward and resolving karmic problems, and they're not going to exist. So that's why it's had to happen that way. Then we've got our beautiful Queen of Pentacles, and with that same question around why was it done? Was it done for legal reasons or whatever? It brings visions onto earth for business and success. So it's definitely got to do with the play out of this whole thing. And then our King of Wands came up on that question. So this is information coming from someone that's in a high position in society. Okay. So at the moment it feels like it's still being hidden, like it's secretive, but it's there's some truths that will come out. So then I said, okay, I'm going to pull 4 cards and I want you to tell me if this is truth, if it's something that's really positive, that it's actually, what you're hoping for. First card out was Temperance. We know that that's a really beautiful energy that's coming through. It's a change and a shift, transformation in a positive way. Also, the water is really strong. So that's an emotional aspect that's actually coming through for people. Wheel of Fortune. There's change. Something's changed.
Okay. And the question, so for those that came late, question is the United States a republic as of yesterday? As of yesterday, is the United States a republic and no longer a corporation?
Yeah. Strength card says it all. Okay. Really coming into a strength. And then the Chariot. So things are definitely moving forward. And once there's got to still, I'm still getting that there's got to be some other situations that happen before it can then come out. So who knows if that's
then so what you're saying is it's no. At this time, what we saw is not a movement to beat from corporation to.
Oh no, it is, but it's
It
secret. It's going to be kept secret.
Oh, it's going to be kept secret. I know. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I wanted it out. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. We're not keeping this a secret. We're going to let people know that this is for real.
Yeah. So to me, though, it's going to only come out and be shown to have been done on a legal level on what was needed to actually bring it through once other situations have happened. So I'm wondering if on the, towards the end of the month, there'll be something that happens that will bring out a truth about what happened from the election.
Yeah.
So I feel something else has to come through first before this is actually brought out.
Okay. But what's important is so I want you to do the card specifically on this statement. We now have a lawful restored republic under the original 1776 Constitution.
Okay. Let's just check and see what happens. I mean, they might have changed some things in it as well. That's the only other thing. So just be mindful with that.
Well,
question.
because that's why I go through what is being said, because is this true? Is this true?
Yeah.
What is true? What's not true? Because they're giving us so much crap.
It keeps coming up that it's definitely formatted. The King of Wands again, and the Queen of Pentacles again. And I'm actually doing my divination with these cards. So it's definitely being contemplated as to what is wanted in reality. And it's to have a real truthful, real spiritual, real wisdom that is, and that's what the Constitution is, isn't it? So, and there's contracts. So 3 of Pentacles. So there may have been some changes to it, you know what I mean, that are more relevant.
Right, that are more,
relevant.
Relevant to this time in the universe, not 1776, right? Where you're right.
Exactly.
Like rewritten,
so that's my feeling.
Or updated Constitution.
And I mean, okay, now this has just come to me. Wasn't there some changes made by the people in power that weren't positive for the citizens? I thought there was some things added on.
Oh,
and I feel that sort of thing is what's going to be
taken out. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my feeling. So yeah, probably more like the original than what the changes have been up to date.
Well, that's why I think it says here original 1776 Constitution. That's the state. A lawful restored republic under the original 1776 Constitution.
Yeah.
That's the statement.
Exactly. And I do remember, again, I've always sort of said, if I want some information, can you bring to me what's relevant? Last year, I remember seeing that the corporations were bankrupt, and it was actually it was legally put in that government corporations were bankrupt. And the political corporation was bankrupt. And I've heard somewhere that on 1 minute past midnight on the 31st of December this year, like 2021, so coming into this year, something then happened that that the corporation was no longer viable as well. So I don't know if you heard about that. That was...
Well, yeah, that's what it says here. I mean, that was his statement. One of his statements was that the corporation is dead.
Yep.
That's what it says.
King of Pentacles. Yeah. That's definitely bringing through a much better, much brighter reality through real wisdom, mastering. Yep.
Okay. So now a good question from Greg is, what about the legal system? Are we in constitutional law now?
Yeah. And this is where I feel that it's going to be kept, it's maybe not going to come out and affect the 8 of Cups. So there's definitely going to be a massive change, Greg, with the legal system and how things are run. Absolutely. So they're walking away from that. And this is where my feeling is that it's going to come into fruition, because our 9 of Cups has come up, which is what we desire, is much more, truth and righteousness basically for people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But again, 7 of Cups. Now remember, this is our tricky card to me. This is like, it's not going to be happening straight away. I think they've already
Right.
had things in place, but
Yep.
it's going to it'll come through, like I said, in a step-by-step process
Right.
with what's right.
Well,
That's
if
just
we
what
can
I'm
get,
getting.
if we can get videos like this one out there,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can get the word out a lot faster. And that was the idea. Because I felt that this was too important for us to wait, whenever we meet again
Yeah.
to see if it's true or not. We need to know that this is true. We need to celebrate, and we need to, guys, this is huge. This is so big. This is one of the many things that we have been waiting for. And we have the video to prove it, right? This video by Nancy
Mm.
Drew on YouTube. She, it's there.
Yeah.
So it's there. I don't know what else to tell you. It's proof that it's real. And now the cards are pointing to the fact that it is true. So it's time to celebrate. It's time to really say we did it. And this is going to be the beautiful beginning of so many things to come. So I just wanted to put out the video quickly, nothing, long. It's important. It's too important for us, for the United States of America, for the rest of the countries that are going to follow in this. So,
and it's interesting because I just said, okay, so with the truth of this coming through, what does it look like? So the magician came up. So this is lots of things going on behind the scenes. There's lots of mystery coming in. Like there's mystery still, but it's definitely coming through. And then the Tower card. So something is going to happen before this becomes into play where it's tangible for people, because the Ace of Pentacles came up.
Yeah.
So if you don't hear anything about it, if nothing seems to be changing, just remember there's so many other little things that have to fall into place first.
Yeah. And the thing is that if you follow the right people, you're able to see that things are happening. It's just that if you're expecting for the mainstream media to provide you this information, then no, you're not going to see it. But it is happening. So yeah. So exciting news.
It is exciting. And it's, sometimes it's just those little things that just keep you going, okay, yeah, it's all good. We're on track. Things are going on. It's, so.
Absolutely. So go ahead, guys. I mean, watch the Nancy Drew video so that you can see the event. It's on video. I mean, we're not making things up, but what I wanted to do is make sure that the video was represented here to say, okay, was what we're seeing this or this or this? And it is what we thought it was. So now just it's the beginning.
That's it. So, and like you said, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to come out. So it's actually starts really affecting life and our reality. But there is definitely things going on that are really positive.
Yeah.
So that's how I like to look at it. So Page of Pentacles, new beginnings, bringing in something new reality.
Yep.
So so it's
so I'll see if I can post a video and in the description below. It is a YouTube video, so I think it'll be fine to post it on the description. But I do suggest that you go watch it as fast as you can.
So it's interesting times. So.
And I will be posting it also on the Starseed Connection, the Starseed Connection group that I have on Telegram. So I'll put it there as well. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Just a quick one. Awesome. And thank you, Marie, as always, for coming through and being there for me and for everybody else as well. And it's time to celebrate. So
and just
celebrate.
Just watch things unfold.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, so. Absolutely. All right, everybody, have a good evening. We'll see
Yep.
you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
See you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, excuse me.